How you doing? This is Counting Stars by One Republic. My name is Doug Edgell from fingersonthefrets.com. Thanks for tuning in. It's going to be capoed at the 4th fret, and this is going to match the recording. It's a pretty easy song, and so what I've done is just kind of really simplified this. This would be in my easy or beginner section. So once you learn how to play A minor, C, G, and F, and you want to start playing some real songs, this would be a really good one to start with. So A minor, and then to the C chord, and all you have to do at that point is move the 3rd finger over here, because the 1 and the 2 fingers stay the same. And now G, and that could be with the 3rd finger in the 4th, or the 2nd and the 3rd. Now a lot of the times when I'm playing the G chord in these like pop music situations, I don't put my 1st finger down on the 5th string here, or in this case it would be my 2nd finger. I just angle my 2nd finger. For instance, if I'm using 2-3 and I mute it out, you won't even hear it. And then we go over to an F. An F is probably the hardest one for people to grab. You have to bar the 1st finger over the top 2 strings, and the 2nd finger here and the 3rd finger there. Okay, so at the beginning, we're going to hold those same shapes, and I'm going to do down picks like this. So it's down, 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 which is 1 and 2, 3, 4. So beat 2 would be a dotted half note, which would get 3 beats. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 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 And that's a nice way actually to start practicing the chords, and because it's not really fast rhythm yet, so you can get your left hand switching in there. So I think it's at 120 on the metronome, but we're not going to do it that fast. Just kind of slow yourself down. And really get those left-hand chord changes in there real nice. And once you get that, now we can start using the pick a little bit more aggressively when it gets into the verse and chorus. He might have been using finger picking, but again, this is kind of like a basic strum pattern that I've come up with. I didn't want to make it too hard. So we're going to play a down pick on the 5th string, which is open, and then an up stroke on the rest of the notes, like this. So I would just practice that first and really try to feel that groove. And when you get comfortable, you can go to the C chord, and you can practice that as many times as you need to. Then you go to the G chord. Now this one goes to the 6th string, and then when I'm strumming, I'm going to strum from the top string, the 1st string here, like this. Then I'm going to go to my F. Same approach, I'm going to hit the F note on the 4th string, and then I'm going to do an upstroke on the top 3. Okay, so once you get that down and you feel pretty good about it, I would still stay kind of slow, but try to move the changes a little more quickly, like the song goes. 1 measure per chord. One thing that you'll find if you go on my website and things that I talk about in my lessons and my teaching is what I call place it as you need it. And what happens is when you have a situation like this where there's a bass note strum idea, the first note that you're going to be picking would be the bass note in the measure. If you see the sheet music or look at my PDF or the guitar profile that I've made for you, the first note that you're going to play is a single note and then the rest of the chord like this. Well, over here it's a single note, and then the rest of the chord, single note, and then the rest of the chord, single note, and then the rest of the chord. The reason I point this out is because if you use the place it as you need it idea, you will understand how to just place the note that you need at that moment, which would be on beat 1. Then you can place the rest of the chord down there, kind of in between beat 1, beat 2, for instance like this. A minor, you're going to start there, so it's already on the strings. And this one, not that really big of a deal because these two are already there, so you just have to move that one. But now watch my G. Well, I use these fingers. Most people don't like the pinky there, so I use my D. So this finger comes down, and then I don't put this finger down until it's the exact moment that I need the upstroke. Place it as you need it. See how this finger comes down right at that upstroke? Now if you can get them all there at once, that's fantastic. But on the F, see what I'll do is I'll put the F note and then I'll collapse these three. And you can see how just by turning my wrist and my arm and my elbow here, those fingers come down. So here, not too bad. I'll go from the G to the F again. It seems kind of simple, but if you try that, a lot of people have practiced and they try to grab the whole thing at once, and then they end up not really grabbing the chord. So you want that real articulate bass note first, and then the rest of the chord. Then you speed up your metronome. Gradually, till you feel like it's at the tempo of the song. If you're using my Guitar Pro 6 file, use the slow downer in your Guitar Pro, and it'll, you can work on your tempos. And lucky for us, that's pretty much the whole song. It's just kind of very repetitive, and then they would have the drum come in and everything to make it more interesting, and they would change the lyrics, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. But again, this is my very watered down, easy arrangement of the song. It sounds really nice if you kind of start. God doesn't sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be, baby, kind of like that. Not that bold. I don't know the words, but kind of. I don't sing that high. I don't know how he does that. You see what I mean? So there you go. Easy, intermediate, kind of picking arrangement with bass note strum and A, C, G, F. Counting Stars by OneRepublic. Hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Doug Edgell, fingersonthefrets.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.